Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. On first down, Fields. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. On play action, Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. They find some open field here. A solid stiff arm. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. For Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle to Smith. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Brady's going to sneak it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 1st and 10 19-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Slide for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields throw taken in by Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Fields now to throw. And the Raiders have got him. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here we go on 4th down. Fields winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there for the Bills. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown, Bills! Ezekiel Elliott, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Next to score, Raiders 14, Bills 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Play action. It's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now Brady.
Completion here to Claypool.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Brady.
They'll check this one down to Taylor. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. Brady to throw again. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give for Taylor running right side. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.